The event saw the participation of environmental activists, local organizations and security personnel all working together to protect the nation's vital coastal zones. The exercise was part of efforts in commemoration of International Coastal Cleanup Day. The Executive Director of the National Disaster Management Agency NDMA, Mr. Sana Dahaba, underscored the project's importance and reaffirmed the NDMA's commitment to addressing the impacts of climate change. Mr. Dahaba emphasized the urgent need for regulations to govern coastal zones to ensure beaches are environmentally protected, expressing his disappointment that such regulations are currently not being enforced, stating that his department is ever set to collaborate with institutions to fight against the impact of climate change, most particularly on the coastal zones.
Like as Koma said, Gambia is a coastal zone, and what we would want to see is the regulation of coastal zone. I think that's what has been the missing link, the enforcement to regulate coastal zone. That has always been the missing link.
Speaking on behalf of the Minister of Environment, Climate Change and Natural Resources, Deputy Permanent Secretary Mr. Abubakar Zaidi Jallo highlighted the critical importance of protecting coastal zones. He pointed out the environmental hazards posed by activities like stationed markets, vehicle garages and fishing industries located near the coast. He added that if not properly disposed, the waste they generate will lead to severe ozone damages and environmental hazards. He concluded by thanking the volunteers and other participating institutions for their significant gesture to preserve the beaches for future generations.
For example, you'll find that a lot of times you'll have a fish landing site, you'll have markets, you'll have garages, and in this case you'll have an industry, and each of them generates its own waste. The fish landing site generates its own waste, the market generates its own waste, the garage generates its own waste. So if we don't manage this waste well, it ends up on the beaches and it ends up on the oceans. And as Mr. Koma said in his opening statement, what you throw in the oceans will always come back again, especially during high tides or etc.
Dr. Dauda Baji, the Executive Director of the NEA, warned of the dangers of a polluted environment and called for cleaner coastal zones. He urged the public to work hand in gloves to protect the beaches, describing them as essential resting and comfort zone places for many who love to hang around watching nature and seeking a peaceful mind. Dr. Baji also highlighted the economic importance of the zones, which serve as primary source of protein for many through fishing. He emphasized the need to protect these habitats from illegal waste dumping, noting that for many, fish is a more affordable daily protein source than meat. Dr. Baji called for the implementation of concrete actions to protect the environment, dismissing excessive mumblings without no or little actions that will not help. The NEA Executive Director concluded by thanking the Gunjur movement and other environmental activists and organizations, urging everyone to play their part in maintaining a healthy and peaceful environment for all.
Almost majority of us get our protein from the sea, because most of us cannot afford to buy a kilo of meat, but you can be able to afford to buy a challo on daily basis. But if where the challo is coming from is being polluted, are we really getting what is expected of us? And this is something that we have to look into. That's why the world created this kind of video, to create awareness so that people can take responsibility.
Similar cleaning exercises were also carried out at various other coastal sites, including Katong, Bakau and Tangi fish landing sites, demonstrating a widespread commitment to the cause. For Star TV News, I am GBC.